Panic now.
See me go.
Yes, already.
No, it's motion.
Come on, it was already out.
I am Coach Cameron, and I see a whole army of little soccer warriors here in defiance of out of control coaches and parents. You've come to fight as free players, and free players you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight?
No. Not against them. They're too scary. They scream at me repeatedly, and if I don't comply, they will take me out of the game. And I'll be embarrassed and ashamed. So will I fight? No. There's too many. I can't fight. I don't want to be subbed off. I want to play, so I'll do what they say.
Aye. Fight, and you may be subbed. Comply, and you'll stay on the field, at least for a while. And retired many years from now. Would you be willing to trade all the games from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell the parents and coaches, shut up and no more, this is our game, not yours, and to tell them that they may take our game, but they'll never take our freedom.
You hit the thing on again.
I didn't. The streaming monitor is behind us.
Oh, well, we need to get rid of that. Sorry, we're live, and we need to mute that.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
You're going to have to, because we're going to hear everything twice.
Got it.
Thank you. Hit the thing on again. You hit the... Oh, my word. Oh, we're here, I think. We have so many background events going on, and we apologize for this live stream. It is live, so therefore every mistake will be seen, and here we go again. Oh, well, we need to get rid of that. Sorry, we're live, and we need to mute that. I don't know. 1 second. It's going to keep coming on.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
You're going to have to, because we're going to hear everything
Got
twice.
it.
Then you hit the thing on again. You hit the... You... Oh, we're here. I think we have so many background events going on, and we apologize for this live.
This is a new system we
It's
started
my
using.
phone.
Oh my gosh.
It was my fault. So I have my iPhone connected to the computer, which was taking the sound. My apologies. It was my screw up. That's what happens on a live run. Thank you for joining us on this crazy podcast live show that we do every Sunday at 7 o'clock. As a family, we have a great show. We have Tactics with Greg BERHALTER, per the usual. We have an interview with Philip. I think it's Philip. So Philip is, I think he's 65 years old. He just moved to Arizona, and he's looking for a soccer job. So we're going to interview him live. So all the soccer clubs that are going to be watching this, or parents and players, if you like this interview, let your club know and send them the video so they can check him out. It might be a good hire. We'll find out. We're going to interview him live. It's never been done before. We're going to do it here. And I'm excited about everything we have going on the show. We had our 2020 Christmas parents versus kids soccer game. And we have highlights of that. We'll show you. I lost my sound. And now I'm back. And that's exciting. And we have IT Ryan with us. Thank you for IT Ryan. She controls everything except when I insert my own iPhone into the podcast. Sorry about that. And Dakota, sorry. How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing great.
It's all stressed out here because we are kind of got to the tail end of 7 o'clock and we weren't ready. Usually we do a 30-minute intro. Couldn't do that because we weren't ready because we have a lot of technical difficulties we have to get through, but that's okay. We have Dakota Cameron with us, home from college. How are you doing, Cody?
I'm doing good.
That's good. We're glad to have her. She's on the hot seat, so she's going to take any of your questions. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask us or ask me, any of us, I guess, we'll answer them on the show if they're appropriate. And Cody will kind of screen it. Or actually, Ryan, you're going to be screening them as well. But Cody's going to be asking some very specific questions to me, and we'll handle that shortly. And we have Jack and Jett in studio. They're going to be doing 1v1 battles. We're excited about that. And I think that's it. That's all the intro we have. But first, we have a message from our only sponsor. And if you want to be a sponsor of this podcast, email me at coachcameronpodcast@gmail.com. I'm pretty cheap. Roll the sponsor, Ryan. And I think that's it.
This
That's all the intro
episode
we
is
have.
brought to you
But
by
first, we have a message from our
coachcameron.com.
only...
A place where you can get all your merchandise. Go to coachcameron.com, click on the store, and buy the most expensive t-shirt you've ever bought, or the most expensive mug you've ever bought. You know why? Because I'm featured on it. I'm like the Nike symbol. Once you put me on it, it's going to cost twice of the value. But more importantly, you're contributing to a wonderful podcast. You will sustain this podcast if you make... I'm sorry, Coach Cam. I can't do this anymore. You are way overpriced. It's disgusting how much you're...
We're not overpriced. Again, my iPhone connected to the dang podcast once again. My apologies. I disconnected it. So we're good on that. You don't have to buy anything. But last Sunday, believe it or not, we actually sold 2 items. I was shocked. Then I found out who purchased them, but we'll talk about that. Not on this podcast. You can support this podcast. You don't have to buy anything. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/CoachCameronSoccer. If you can't find it for whatever reason, go to coachcameron.com and it'll direct you to every platform we're on. That's more valuable than buying something. Just subscribe to what we do and share it. That'd be awesome. And comment. Do those things. That would be huge for us. This podcast is basically, what is it, Cody? It's an educational podcast about problems in youth soccer in America with a little parody, little comedy, I think. We're working on it. This is our third, Ryan, this is our third podcast live?
Third, fourth, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think it's our third or fourth. Well, if we go by COVID years, this is like our 15th podcast because COVID moves very slow. But that's all I have on that. We're going to go on to News of the Day, which is going to be brought to you. Are we on news? We covering news? I forget. We weren't ready.
I don't think we're not covering news this time.
Why not? Because that's where I'm going with Dakota.
Oh, is that news?
Yeah, we're going to news.
We are doing news.
All right, so Cody's going to list some questions, and we're going to get to that, I think. Let me know if we're on that. Oh, hey, Cody. All right, news.
Oh. Okay, so I've got a question for you when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, so how do you feel about Coby Jones
He's a
running for VP?
Oh, you said Coby Jones right away, and I got angry. Coby Jones, not a fan. He's a very bad soccer player. It's not his fault. It's because he grew up in America, and he had a lot of coaches that told him, just run forward, and we'll kick it to you because you're fast and athletic, like the typical American that we have. He has no technique. He's a typical American player, old, fast, athletic, can't trap the ball, that kind of athlete. So he's running for vice president. I'm not a big fan of that. And he actually has a quote. I'm going to read it to you. This is what it says. Coby Jones says this. Like many of us, I have experienced racial inequity and seen the gender inequality that plagues our society and game. Jones continued, I'm ready to contribute to make a difference and ensure that U.S. soccer reflects diversity of our family. All right, I can't read anymore. So based on that, fire him. Don't hire him. I guess you can't fire him. Fire him from U.S. soccer permanently. All I want anyone running for president or VP of U.S. soccer is simply this. Just say, we're going to win a World Cup on the men's side. That's it. You got one job to do, win. All the other stuff I don't want to talk about. I just want to talk about how you're going to help the U.S. men's national team win a World Cup. That's it. And everyone's, it's not possible. It is possible. We need a different selection pool, which we'll talk about later. I'm done with him. Next question.
All right. So how about Ronaldo versus Messi?
Messi. So the reason we're talking about that is because Ronaldo was crowned the Century Player of the Year at the Globe Soccer Awards. Did you know that?
I did not.
So Cristiano Ronaldo won an award. He went to Dubai. Apparently, he can fly over there. He has his own plane, so he doesn't have COVID issues. And he went and picked up his award. And he deserves it. You know why? Because he's smart. He always picks a team that's doing well, and he sees trends, and he's able to take that team to the next level, where Messi just stays in one place because he's loyal. So I choose Messi. That's it. Next question.
So what exactly is ODP?
ODP? ODP. Well, let's read the overview. The Olympic Development Program was developed by U.S. Soccer, USYS, in 1977 to help facilitate growth and development among young soccer players and to help identify the best U.S. soccer talent across the country. False. Many of the nation's top players end up playing for the ODP club at some point, if they have lots of money, in their youth careers, including over 90% of the U.S. national team roster for the women's side. I cannot believe my ears. ODP is horrible. It's disgusting, and there's no need for it. It's except California, Cal South. I think it's free. So if it's free, I support the program. If it costs money, it's garbage. So most states use it as a fundraiser. It's garbage. I cover this topic way too much. Anyways, next question.
So we
Actually,
have a
sorry,
question.
hate to interrupt, but
What?
we have. Oh, is that where you were going with this?
Yes, it
All right.
was.
We have a
Go
question?
for it, Cody.
So we have a question from Eric Alvarado asking, he says, Surf Cup in the Valley this weekend. What are your thoughts?
Surf, I didn't even know if Surf was coming because Reach 11 shut down. They must be all over the place. Jack, your team's not playing Surf Cup. You can't play. You're in high school. Yeah, I support Surf Cup being here because I believe in a strong economy. And based on the science, because I believe in science, COVID doesn't spread outdoors. There's no trend showing that soccer players outside are spreading the COVID. It's indoors, being locked up like in this garage in the Cameron home. We're spreading COVID here. We're all getting it, but we're staying quarantined to our family. So, anyways, I'm very supportive of Surf Cup being here this weekend. I didn't know they were here, but glad they're here. Play soccer, I say, and City of Phoenix, you should reopen and take the Surf Cup here and do like a 5-year deal. But they're going to go back to California. Opportunity wasted. We got another question, or we have another question by you?
I have another question. Did you hear about Alex Morgan?
What about Alex?
She's coming home.
She's coming home?
Yeah.
So Alex Morgan was in England. She played, I think, 5 games, and she's coming home to America. The greatest country in the world. There's a reason you'll come home. Why would you want to stay in England and deal with Brexit and all that stuff, and it's cold and miserable? And the English, they have a little problem with their dentists. Their teeth are all jacked up. Lack of fluoride in their water. Anyways, so she's coming home. And I think the reason she's coming home is because she was causing a problem. We don't know all the details, but we do have a tweet. Do you have that tweet, Ryan?
Yep.
Can you read it?
Yes, I can. All right. From Zach Holman. Unclear how
No,
much.
he shared it. No, read the tweet that Bish1994F1.
Start there. All right. She says, I know someone who works with Spur ladies. Her absence for the first few months was due to an argument with Levy. The ladies train at Barnet rather than our new training ground, so she straight away threatened to Levy that she'd post about it on social media to all her followers, every one of them. It took a while to resolve, but it resulted in Spurs ladies training at the new training ground. Her contract was only till December anyway, but both sides have agreed not to continue.
Alex. Good job, Alex. So she threw a fit, said, I'm going to post on social media if the women aren't using what the men are using, which I agree. I think you should fight for everything you can get. I appreciate that about what Alex did in that moment. The question is, what does she do all the time? Is she always threatening people? I'm going to go on social media and I'm going to get the mob to come get you if you don't bow down. I don't know. I like it, but I'm a little wary about what she was doing. I don't know. Those are my thoughts on her coming home to America, the greatest country of all time. Bring it. What do we got next?
All right. Do you like U.S. Soccer's new CEO?
No. No. So Skip Gilbert is our new CEO. Skip is freak. Sorry. So Skip Gilbert, for the ones that don't know, he's the new CEO, and I think he was like president of like hockey or something or baseball. I'm not sure, but this quote will tell it all about him. He says this: "There are some great players in the system now, whether they're playing for us, U.S. Club, or AYSO. There's some phenomenal talent out there." Gilbert says, as we develop our pipeline, how are we truly going to make it so that all at the state level, all the kids who really should have had their hand up can get their hand up? And then how are they going to be recognized from a regional perspective and at a national level? This is where it gets me. With the cooperation between MLS Next and ODP, USYS is seeking to improve the program that will help develop so much of the U.S. current national team talent pool. All right, so based on that last statement, just shows that Skip Gilbert is so out of touch about what's going on in U.S. soccer. ODP, MLS Next is such a small population, and it's just a brand off DA. It just comes up with a new name. It's the same coaches, same talent pool. It's the same jokers in charge. If he would actually say the Latino leagues, the African leagues, all the other leagues that are unaffiliated with USYS, then I would be, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. He doesn't. He doesn't know how to find talent. And to improve what we've been doing wrong since 1977 with whatever, ODP and all that, it's Skip doesn't have a clue. And Skip, if you would like to be on the show so I can educate you on the problems you're going in, I would love to have you on the podcast. Other than that, I'm done with Skip. I don't even know where we're heading. I think you're done, right? Well, we're going to bring Jack on. But Skip Gilbert, whatever your name is, CEO boy, if you want to find talent, you know where you can find it? In my backyard. You can. Speaking of my backyard, we have Jack. All right, let's bring Jack on.
Yep.
Move Cody out of the way. So Jack, what's up, brother?
What's up?
All right, so Jack, you're going to do a 1v1 battle with Jett once again. Before we get into that, you've been training Jett for the last couple of weeks. How has that been going?
It was pretty fun. And yeah.
Is he learning?
Yes.
Okay, I'm amazed of how long you've lasted with Jett. Like, he's listening to you. He does argue and stuff a little bit, but I have to do anything to get Jett to play. So I was giving Jett money. I was paying him to let me train him so I could learn. And what was I paying you, Jett? $5 a session for an hour. He made like $30. I advanced him 4 sessions, but you owe me such. I can't even get that from. He doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about. I can't bribe him. I can't do anything. But Jack comes along with no money, no charging, and he likes being trained by you. Why do you think that is?
I think I'm more fun than you.
Well, obviously. Anyways, that should be a lesson to all you coaches. No one likes you. No one cares about you. I hated every coach I've ever had. Everyone. So why do I think I'm any different? All the players hate me. You know the players that like me are the ones that I don't tell them what to do. I kind of manage the situation. So coaches out there, shut your mouths, say little, manage the situation, and just hope they actually love the game for a lifetime. Anyways, we're going to move on to Jack and Jett battles. So you can head to the backyard. I'll join you as well. And we're going to do that battle. So hurry up and get back out there and do the battle. But before we go on screen with them, we need to, do you have any more questions from any Facebook people or anything?
Troy Quarter asks, should my boys play MLS next?
All right. Troy Quarter asks, should my boys play MLS next? If it's free, not all MLS next programs are free, only the top program or whatever. If it's free and the coach allows them to think, if they don't, you're better off playing in a Latino league on an all-Latino team with a coach that only speaks in Spanish. The sideline only speaks in Spanish, so your son doesn't understand what they're saying. Up like 4 age groups. It can't be a program. It needs to be a coach, and it needs to be free. And then it's fair. Then it's, talent is there. I'm not against MLS Next. I'm not against any program. I'm against the system we have, and we're like, oh, it's wonderful. No, it's not. Every coach is different. Every city is different. Every state is different. You just need to find the right situation for you. All right. We'll answer more questions shortly, but let's get on to the 1v1 battle with Jack and Jett. So, all right, Jack, what are you guys doing for tonight?
All right, so we're doing, we're going to go like this around here 10 times. Then we're going to get the ball and just first one to make it in.
First to make it in the hole?
Yeah.
Yep.
10 times.
All right,
on your marks, get set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You made it.
That was tiring.
Oh, I landed on my AirPods.
I think he destroyed his AirPods. He did. We have any more questions from our avid watchers?
We do. We have a question from Denise. She asked, what should girls look for in a college soccer program?
That is a great question. So if the best way to look for a program is exactly how you framed the question, a college program. Don't look for Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA. You look for a program that suits the system that you can play. So for my kids are very technical, and I would rather them go to a school. 1 is free, and 2, it's with the program that plays the style that you play. Especially for the girls' side, it's a little bit different. From Division I to NAIA, the top programs and the top 10 in NAIA can beat Division I programs, no problem. It's a very, I would say, competitive throughout all the divisions. It's predicated on style of play and matchups and whatnot. So if you choose a Division I program because, it's Division I, you're making a huge mistake. You need to watch them play, listen to how the coach coaches. One coach can ruin it for you. I've seen so many players go to Division I and then quit. It happens all the time because it's not fun. It becomes a job. You get yelled at a lot, and it's not something you really want to do. But there's programs out there. There's a lot of good programs. And if you email me at coachcameronpodcast@gmail.com, if you email me there and give me a little information about your son or daughter, and I can actually evaluate them, and maybe I already know them. I can give you a good assessment where they should go. And don't knock junior college. Junior college is a great stepping stone to not only get playing time, but play somewhere you can actually be a leader and get free school and be able to bounce up to the next level. For the ones that go to Phoenix College, the school I represent, I can't speak in terms for all the other schools, but for the school I represent, the ones that go there have a lot of success if they pass academically. If they go to class and get good grades and they play at the junior college level, they are transferring zero problems. Zero. And the university coaches look at JUCO as a great resource for them to find players that can actually play at the college level right away. And they grab a lot of our players. Jessica McDonald played there. So we have World Cup champions playing there. I just know I think I'm at 77 players I've transferred to Division I, Division II, and NAIA. I've only sent one player to Division III, but I don't push that too much because they don't give scholarships. They only give academic. But junior college is a great stepping stone to pick the right institution for you. Not to talk about this too much, but there's a program for everyone of every level. I talk about this all the time. My assistant coach at Millennium, Keatley McLaughlin, not to knock her, she wasn't that good at soccer, but she went to a 2-year school. She went to Phoenix College. She played there, became a leader, and she got free school there. And then she went on to NAIA, where she went over there and she was a captain. I saw her score a goal from playing holding mid, and it was so exciting to watch her score. But there's a level for everybody, and she got her school paid for. It's good not to have debt. And I'm telling you, I don't care what the crazy liberal left say. They're not paying for your school loans. Don't take them. It will never be covered. Don't buy into that message. And they've been talking about that for 50 years. Oh, we're going to pay for your school debt. No, don't take school debt because Bernie Sanders or whoever is saying that we're going to cover it for you. Don't listen to them. Sorry about that. I don't know how many more questions I can take if I keep talking that long. Sorry. Ugh. I hate live. Any other questions?
Yes, we have a question from Eric. He says, when is Phoenix College's 3v3 tournament or futsal?
I don't know. I do have, so at Phoenix College, we do run the largest 3v3 tournament in Arizona. And I do have $6,000 in brand new 3v3 goals that I never can open up because of COVID. So we hold the 3v3 tournament every Easter weekend, the Saturday of Easter weekend, of Easter Sunday. So hopefully we can open by Easter, this 2021 Easter if we're lucky. But we're not sure. Just praying that that the vaccines work and we can slow this thing down. Futsal will be in the summer, but I don't know. I have brand new futsal goals too. Haven't been able to use. Any other questions?
Nope.
All right. Moving on. Okay, so we had our 2020 Christmas soccer match. This is our 8th year we've done this, right? 8 years.
8 years.
So the parents of one, this is parents versus kids. It's a tradition we do in my backyard. 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, me and mother won, and 17. So we won 6 years in a row, and then we lost in 2018, rebounded in 2019, and then we lost in 2020. Let's roll those highlights, Ryan.
The panic now.
See you, amigo. See you, amigo.
Yes, already.
No, it's motion.
Anger set in.
Would you feel so bad if that hit me in the face?
No. But
Freeze the bone. that was miserable. That was a horrible, horrible loss that me and Mother took. How'd you guys feel about the victory? Rebounding from last year, Cody. Felt good.
Felt good. How many goals did you score?
I don't remember.
Well, Ryan scored goals. Ryan, you had a couple.
I did score goals.
You did score goals. And then Jett didn't. Jett had an amazing save with his hands, which gave me a penalty kick. But we only lost 10-8, and it's getting harder now that Jett actually trained all week with Jack, come up with game plans to play. And it was our first Christmas game. All the kids survived, and no one cried. Right? No one cried?
Yeah, first year.
First year, no one cried. I mean, we in our second year of doing it, or maybe second year, Ryan crying, hiding in a closet. Cody, you didn't cry yet any of the games. Jack's cried. Jett's cried, and so much that this is the first time he's
Has
back.
Jack cried?
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Oh, easily. I would take him out. Jack can handle it. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Excited about 2021. I need to step up my game. I need a bigger field. There's too many of you guys out there. Do we have any other questions? Before we move on to Greg Berhalter.
Before we had Denise asking about soccer programs, she gave us a name. It's Mia. I'm going to mess this up.
Mia Figueroa.
It's not what I was going to say, so good, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Figueroa. Yeah, Mia's a stud. And on behalf of Phoenix College, we'll offer you a full ride right now. I just got to call head coach and let him know I just spent some of his money. But he lets me do that occasionally. But Mia would start at Phoenix College and help them win a national title. We have a lot of talent at Phoenix College this upcoming year. A lot of Division I bounce backs because of COVID and all that stuff. They're going to be stacked. And they may just win a national title this spring. And it doesn't count against them. But anyways, heading to the new year with Greg Berhalter. For the ones that don't know, I do a Greg Berhalter impersonation, the best that I can. And he is our current men's national team coach. He's also someone that likes to talk about how he wants to build out of the back and all this stuff that we make fun of him about. And he got the job because of his brother. Did you guys know that? His brother hooked him up with the job. And his flippin' brother, it makes like $750,000 a year on U.S. Soccer. Well, he's not with U.S. Soccer anymore. He transitioned on because people like me were going after him for hiring his brother. Anyways, we pay you if you participate in U.S. Soccer if you participate, if you pay dues, if you pay a registration part of AYSA in Arizona, it funnels to U.S. Soccer. You know what they do with that? They pay Jay Berhalter his membership to work out. Part of his deal, I make $750,000 a year on little kids in America to play soccer or to be an administrator for U.S. Soccer, and it's not enough. I need a membership to my gym for $175 a month. I need that taken care of. I lost my mind. That if you go through my YouTube channel, you can go to my whole rant on the on tax day. I did an episode about those yahoos. Anyways, so we're going to be doing a 2020, our final Greg Berhalter tactics with Greg Berhalter. Roll it, Ryan.
So I wrote on the whiteboard, play out of the back, build out of the back. I would text them repeatedly. We're going to play out of the back. We're going to build out of the back. I put it on the showers. I put it at the doors. I put it as a slogan as we exit our locker rooms to the stadium field, wherever we're at. I'll write it down, because if you read it enough, you will change. It's guaranteed. We keep telling them that over and over again until they do. And they will, because they'll read it over and over and over again, because that's what causes change. It's about reading. Read. So 2021, I implore you to make sure that you make change in your life by reading. And if you can't read, learn. And just write on the wall, I will learn to read. I will learn to read. And you write it enough, you'll be able to read eventually. This is Coach Greg Berhalter with hope and change for a great 2021.
Tactics with Greg Berhalter. Well done.
Yeah, so as many of you know, at Greg Berhalter, he had to be the change. I couldn't find the be the change. I just wrote it on the green. That's what it said across his jacket. Be the change. And the whole U.S. men's national team, they have all the slogans of how they're going to change the world. And they will if you keep reading it over and over again. If you read just simple this quote every day, believing is achieving. You'll achieve. If only you read that over and over again. Anyways, I'm annoyed with all the posters are on our athletes. Just play and win. That's it. When it goes to our U.S. national team, the highest level, win. Development, play the right way, learn. Okay. Anyways, I don't want everyone to get confused of who I am. I am an enigma of, I don't know. I'll be someone different tomorrow. Anyways, more questions you said?
Yes, we have a question from Eric Alvarado again. It's high school season. Will there be one?
Yes, we will have a high school season. I don't know. I hope so. Millennium High School, where I coach, we have practice tomorrow, and we're doing pods of one. So they're going to be 0. No one's going to be near each other. Pods of one. We're going to spread out 20 feet apart, run, and then go home. And that's what we're going to do. We're not spreading the COVID ever. Pods of one. Yeah, I'm hopeful that we'll have a high school season. I'm hopeful. Right now, yes. I'm going to be hopeful. I'm going to be positive. Positive. Yes, we will. Any other questions before we move on to Philip, who's waiting, I think?
We have no more questions, and he's ready for you.
All right, and I'll take more questions after this interview. For the ones that don't know, I have Philip. He's been waiting a long time, waiting to get on. So Philip is a real human being, and you're about to meet him. He is interviewing for a job. So I think he's even willing to do it for free. So pay attention to Philip. I'm going to ask him very tough questions and try to get under his skin in hopes that we can find out who Philip is, because I don't know him. He's moved all over the place. He's kind of old, not to have any ageism
lawsuits against me. This podcast loses money. I sold two sweaters last Sunday. We make money on one day and then we lose money 6 days after that. Yeah, Philip's coming on. So let's listen to Philip, and I'm excited about this interview. Let's bring Philip on. All right. So we should have, this is Philip is on the line. He's coaching in Hawaii and Nebraska, and recently he moved to Arizona, and I think he's looking for a job. But hey, Philip, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it. I'm enjoying being here.
Yeah, it's hard to understand you with that mask on. You have the COVID?
No, I don't have the COVID. I just do this for protection.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your coaching experience.
Well, I've coached for 14 years. I enjoy doing it. I decided to make a move from Hawaii over to Nebraska. I just recently moved to Arizona because I like the Phoenix Suns. Go Suns! I enjoy them. So I'm just here now and hoping to get a job in the West Valley of Arizona.
All right. Well, I know a lot of people in Arizona since I'm a native. Maybe I can help you with that as we air this show. So what makes you a top candidate for soccer clubs to choose you to be a coach in their club?
Well, I've been doing a lot of playing when I was younger, and now I coach high levels, and I appreciate all the work that the kids give me. And I think that I do a good job with communication and health and fitness. Is what I really do good at.
So who have you coached before?
I coached a lot of players. I just can't mention many names. They didn't want me to disclose names, but just a lot of good players. I've gone to D1 colleges and things like that.
D1, huh? So you coach mainly the boys side, the girls side? What age?
Mainly boys. I do work with some girls teams, and usually the younger groups is where I'm best at. I train them from the beginning up and help them develop into better players as they get older.
So, what's your thoughts on heading the soccer ball at an early age?
That's a little bit dangerous now. I get it. I had some concussions when I was younger, and it hurts a little bit and messes you up as you get older. But I think that all the rules they have now are pretty strict, and the kids don't really learn much on how to control the ball with their heads. So I think they need to bring that back and let them do it.
So if we do bring it back heading for the younger ages, what kind of drills would you do?
Well, I'll do some stuff where I can get some crosses in and have them headed towards goal, and maybe do some things that have some fun with the younger groups and try to do the heading back and forth to control the ball into a trash can and things like that. I think they enjoy that quite a bit.
So, Philip, how old are you?
I'm 63.
63. Okay. And you've been coaching how long?
For 14 years.
14 years. So you started at 49 years old, you started coaching?
I was 49. Yeah, I played all that time, and then I decided to start coaching at 49.
What were you doing before that?
I was actually a drill instructor for an academy over a military academy. So I did that over in Philippines.
Ah, okay. And you just one day decided that you wanted to be a soccer coach?
Well, yeah, because I played in the Philippines, and I was very good. I was on a professional team in the Philippines, and then I came over here and decided, okay, I can't play much anymore. I gained a little bit of weight. So I decided to start coaching at 49.
Ah, okay. So interesting. So you are playing professional soccer in the Philippines, started coaching at age 49. So how many years did you play professional in the Philippines?
I played for 8 years.
8 years. How old were you when you started playing professional?
I was 41. Actually, I retired at 49. I was 41 when I started playing professional.
Nice. What did you do before your professional career?
I was actually a social worker.
Okay. Who were you working with?
I was working with CPS, and I was also doing some other work from other industries that helped out children returning to their families. So it was great.
CPS in
Yeah.
the Philippines?
No, I wasn't in the Philippines then. I was back in the States. I was back in Hawaii at that time.
Ah, okay. I'm slowly getting back. Where were you born?
I actually was born in Wisconsin. Only stayed there for about until I was like 1 year old and moved to Nebraska and then over to Hawaii and then to the Philippines. Played professional for 8 years, retired at 49, started coaching, and now I'm in Arizona trying to get that West Side job over here.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of coaches and a lot of soccer clubs who would love to work with you, especially someone with as much background that you have. It's pretty amazing that your resume is amazing, especially when it really didn't get going until age 49, or 41, sorry, when you started playing.
Okay.
What can you contribute to the game in America that others cannot? What's your expertise as far as development goes?
My expertise, I think, is confidence on what you're doing. I think confidence is a huge factor in soccer you need to have in order to be a good player, in order to play well. I think having that confidence to do the best as you can will help you succeed.
Okay, so can you give me a drill or talking points you would use for the youth in America, youth in Arizona, that they would actually develop that confidence you talk about?
It's mainly the pep talks you give to them, letting the kids know that they can do what they can do what they need to do on the field, and letting them understand that mistakes are necessary to happen to be a professional and to do things in life. You have to fail. And I think having that confidence of knowing they could fail, they'll know they'll pick up their game and understand more things.
I'm losing you there, Philip. Lost you for a second. You still there?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still here. Did you hear what I had to say?
Kind of. But I have another question.
Okay.
What are you going to do when you're allowing these kids to fail that you say is so important? What are you going to do when mom and dad come chewing you out for not subbing the kids that keep failing?
Well, that's where the parents need to stay off to the side and be a parent and cheer their kids on and let me do my job as a coach, because that's what's happening nowadays is parents get too involved and they get mad at the coaches, and it's too much for the coach to handle. I think they need to step back and let the coaches do their job and teach the kids things that they don't learn from the parents.
Are you actually looking to coach and make money? Are you looking for a job?
You know what? I don't mind. I would like to make some extra money, but right now I'm doing well. And I played professional for 8 years in the Philippines, and they paid me good money being an American. So it was good stuff to be able to do that time. I had some side jobs to do, and it'd be nice to get some extra cash doing the coaching job.
Well, if you're going to get paid, there's a good chance that the parents could come yell at you and get you fired for allowing these kids to fail. You can't do that in America. You can't allow kids to fail. They have to be perfect right away, and if they don't, you'll lose, and then you'll get fired. Whether you get paid or not, you'll be fired.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. I hope that can happen, because I like to try me out and see what happens when that goes there. It's a little bit different when you deal with people in the Philippines and other countries. Over here, they got to learn there's things that you have to do as a coach, and you got to sit back as a parent and let them do it.
Well, I don't think I'm trying to help you out here, Philip. So, Philip, you need to guarantee victories. If you can't guarantee victories, you're going to have a hard time coaching in Arizona. I don't know about the other states, but Arizona, you're going to have a problem. So you need to stick with you will win, you will substitute those that suck, and put the best players in at all times. Can you do that?
Well, I probably can't do it. They're going to have to learn to deal with my tactics and understand my coaching, because that's just too tough for coaches to deal with. You let us do our job, especially when you're not getting paid. Trust us that we'll build these kids and have the confidence that we'll do well.
Well, Philip, you sound like someone that is completely warped in the brain. You have no idea how to make it in Arizona. With those kind of talking points you're making right now, you'll fail miserably. You might as well go back to Hawaii or go back to Nebraska or the Philippines or wherever you came from, and stay out of Arizona because you cannot contribute to what we're doing here. Do you understand?
Oh, well, no, I understand. I'm hungry, and I'm about to go get myself some food because I know something about soccer. And you tell me I don't know what I'm doing, I'd like to show you a thing or one. I tell you what, I coach with some coaches around the valley that know me well. So ask about Philip. Ask about.
All right, we'll be asking about Philip, but Philip, I've had enough of your time because you'll never make it. You need to lie a little bit more to make it in Arizona. You got to kind of fib the truth. Yeah, we're going to win, and then try to develop. But maybe you'll learn one day. You'll learn, I guess, the hard way. So anyways, Philip, this all time I can spend with you. Good luck trying to pursue whatever you're trying to pursue. I just don't think it can happen in Arizona. Sorry, buddy.
Well, I'll see you soon out there, my friend, because I will get a job when I'm there. You know better.
All right. Peace out, Philip. Thanks for coming on. That was Philip.
Thank you.
All right, get him off.
Okay, bye.
Get him off. All right, enough of Philip. But if you would like to hire Philip, email me at coachcameronpodcast@gmail.com, and I'll give you Philip's contact information so you guys can talk a bit more about how you can pay him to coach your kids' team or in your club, maybe be a director of coaching. I don't know. Whatever you would like to happen with Philip. I like Philip. Philip seems like a nice guy. Yeah? Okay. That's our show. It was average. It didn't suck like last week. It was average. That means we're getting better. And I appreciate you guys coming on and asking our questions, and we'll keep trying to get better. If you would like to be a guest, or if you would like to be not only a guest, but if you would like me to interview you, I'll interview you for whatever. Just let me know. I'll do that for you. But I want to thank IT Ryan. Thank you, Ryan, for being part of the podcast. Great job. Her intro is legit, that Braveheart intro. And yeah, your editing.
More coming soon.
Yay. And Dakota, we're going to miss you. Tear. She's leaving back to college. Peace, Cody. Love you. And Jack and Jett, we always appreciate you and the 1v1 battles. And special thanks to Philip for coming on and being willing to interview on my podcast live. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you have a great New Year. We'll be back next Sunday, 7 o'clock. Me, IT Ryan, Jack and Jett, and I'm still trying to get my wife to be on the show, and she refuses to be on the show. I'm also hopefully getting back on the swing of things of doing my daily podcast Monday through Friday, which will be on wherever podcasts are heard, on iHeartRadio, etc. Or just go to coachcameron.com. I do upload the YouTube videos up there if that's the easiest way to get to my content. Other than that, appreciate you guys being here, and we'll be back next Sunday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.